Australia! It's time for the scoop with me, Darren! Woo! Please welcome my guest, Jem!
Oh, thanks, Darren. So exciting to be here to talk about E3.
Affirmative. But before we do that, let's have a Darren's Challenge! You might be familiar with this famous game, but can you name the particular version of Tetris shown here? Answer at the end of the scoop.
Tetris. Still one of the biggest games of all time and one of my personal favourites. Now, E3, the Electronic Entertainment Expo, has been going on in Los Angeles all week. Could I do the news for this one, Darren, please?
Oh, all right then. Go ahead.
Yes! All right, let's take a look at some of the E3 news highlights. First up, the Xbox conference was host to a bunch of new game announcements. For the LEGO fans, there's LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, a new game covering the events of the 9 mainline Star Wars movies, and a huge LEGO expansion for Forza 4. We also saw a bit more of Minecraft Dungeons, the return of Microsoft Flight Simulator, plus the adorable-looking Way to the Woods, made by a young Aussie dev, and Ori and the Will of the Wisps was given a release date of early 2020. Most excitingly, we heard about the next new Xbox console, codenamed Project Scarlet, and set to release next year. 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X, the new console will have a solid-state drive for faster loading times, up to 8K resolution, and support for fancy effects like ray tracing. Meanwhile, Electronic Arts brought us the FIFA 20 announcement, which adds a new FIFA Street style mode called Volta, with customizable avatars. Ubisoft showed off Just Dance 2020, which will, amazingly, still be available for the Wii. Plus, Terraria will be receiving a big update known as Journey's End. Of course, Nintendo rounded out the E3 extravaganza as it usually does, with news that Banjo-Kazooie and the hero from Dragon Quest will join the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate roster. There was more Luigi's Mansion 3 and Pokemon Sword and Shield, news that Animal Crossing for the Switch has been delayed till next year, and Link's Awakening for Switch is set to release this September with a nifty-looking dungeon creator mode. A tactical Dark Crystal game is also coming to the Switch, as well as Trials of Mana and the Collection of Mana. Plus, there's a whole new Zelda game in the works.
So many exciting things to look forward to there, Jem. Ooh, speaking of exciting, it's time to reveal the answer to Darren's Challenge! This version of Tetris is, of course, Tetris Worlds! Originally released in 2001 for Microsoft Windows and Game Boy Advance, it later made its way to Xbox, PS2, and GameCube.
Oh, of course, Tetris Worlds! You know, you play Tetris long enough, the world does really start to look like Tetris.
Ah, affirmative. All the world's a puzzle game, and all the humans, just pieces. And that's all we can fit into the scoop today. Until next time, scoop you later, Australia.
Surprisingly deep, Darren.
Oh, Stephen Hawking called me deep too.